Okay, fight fans, fight fiends, welcome back to Manny's Thoughts. I, of course, Manny MTL or Manny Montreal. Make sure to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Patreon, and of course, thefightcity.com. As usual, I'll give you guys my thoughts on what's going down in the world of combat sports. Let's get started. First up, as usual, congratulations are due. The Rooster, folks. This kid is made in heaven. I am so happy I got to watch him fight on the undercard of this Ryan Garcia Facebook thing. To be honest, I heard Ryan Garcia was fighting last week and I didn't mention it on the show because I'm not a fan. I don't want to be a hater. It's just, it didn't feel organic. And I didn't like the push the kid was getting. I didn't understand it. I understood that he was well-spoken and he could box and he's a good-looking kid. But as far as seeing him in the ring, when I saw him in Montreal, I wasn't impressed. And this kid, Nico Macias, it's as if Johnny Tapia was born in a good neighborhood. Insane. A Mexican Francis Lafreniere. He threw over 1,000 punches in 6 rounds. Some beautiful stuff, and the kid did it with a smile on his face the whole time. I seen the Rooster fight a couple years ago when he was 12-0. And at the time, there was an announcer named JR who's famous for some wrestling stuff. And he just couldn't get over this kid, the Rooster, Nico Macias. And he was telling everybody back then, and I paid attention to him, but he kind of dropped off my radar. I wasn't really paying attention to the Ryan Garcia card. And man, was I pleasantly surprised. This kid basically saved my whole weekend. If you didn't know the name after this weekend, you really, really should. What a beautiful fight from him. He's young. He's energetic. He's exactly what the game needs. He is the complete opposite of what they're trying to do with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is being force-fed to us, whereas in the Rooster, my man Nico, that shit's organic as hell. Like I said before, it's really, like, there's something unique about this kid. I can't wait to see him fight again. I want to thank him for making my weekend a really, really fun one. As far as what else is going down in the Fight City and on thefightcity.com, great articles and posts on the daily for you guys to check out. Make sure you check them out on social media as well. Don't have too much news to talk about, but we got a lot of fights to cover this weekend, so let me get started. First up, just so you know, there's boxing all around the world this weekend. Australia, Hungary, Croatia, Japan, Korea, all kinds of stuff in Latin America and in the UK. So basically, I'm going to try and sum it up as best as I can for you guys. First off, Friday, we got some stuff going down in Australia early in the morning. Later on in the afternoon, Friday the 8th in the afternoon, we got a lightweight battle between Zar Abdullaev versus Henry Lundy. This is for a strap. It's an interesting fight. Zar is just getting started. It's a really, really fun fight. Perfect thing to do Friday. Speaking of Friday, we got something a little closer to home going down in Canada. KO Boxing brings back Cam O'Connell. Now, on the undercard, we were supposed to have 2 Montreal standouts on there. As far as I know, Arthur Ziadinov is no longer on that card. Something happened with his opponent, and I'm not sure whether Sarajin Akhmedov is still on it. That kid is just fantastic. I'm really hoping he still gets to fight. They got to move him quick. That being said, Saturday at 7 a.m., one championship beyond the horizon. Set your DVRs. Also going down really early Saturday morning in Australia, we got Maloney versus Concepcion. Real reason I'm talking about this fight on the undercard, I want you guys to check out for Tin Tszyu, son of the legendary father. Going to be an interesting afternoon. Or morning in this case in Australia. Now on to the afternoon at 4 p.m. from Birmingham. Matchbox Boxing. Eddie Hearn, our man Lee Baxter. Khan versus Vargas. A lot of people are writing Vargas off. I guess they're comparing him to Phil LaGreco. Folks, this is no Phil LaGreco. Expect, in my opinion, an upset. Going down in Croatia, also in the afternoon, we got a heavyweight battle going down. Flip Hrgovic versus Amir Mansour. Hrgovic's new in the scene. There's a little bit of buzz around him. If he can manhandle Amir Mansour, he might just be something interesting. 7 p.m. Saturday, we got a few things to talk about. We got the Unionized Fighting Championships going down. A little closer to home, we got something in Mississauga. United Boxing Promotions brings back Josh O'Reilly and Franz Rill. Some fights going down in Alberta. HBO Boxing's bringing back the Superfly 3, starring Juan Francisco Estrada. I don't know what they did with this. It kind of lost the momentum. They didn't set up the card right. HBO is hurting boxing-wise. I don't know what the hell they're doing over there. But on a positive note, over at Showtime, we've got Garcia versus Porter. That is one hell of a fight. A lot of people are 50-50 on who they think's going to win. I personally don't really have a pick. Both guys have what it takes to beat each other. I think it's one of those matchups that we could watch 10 times and they'll all be great. That being said, on the undercard, there is a fight I want you guys to watch out for. Adam Kalnacki versus Charles Martin. Adam is 17-0 with 14 KOs. Another interesting prospect heavyweight to look into. Guys, I got all kinds of videos on this channel. I did a really superb, I'm proud of it, really superb interview with Mark Ramsey. It's on this channel. I do a really cool little interview with Eric Bazinian. I always got all kinds of fresh stuff up on my YouTube, so make sure to check that out. Hit me up on all the other social media platforms. I will respond to you. Guys, please go check out my Patreon page. The first of the month is always brutal for me. I literally end up with nothing. And I got plans. There's stuff I want to do. I need equipment. I want to go to shows. I need your help, folks. If this is going to keep going, it's only going to be done through nutcases like you. That being said, from one fight fiend to another, that's all for me this week. I'll see you guys next week.